Hi, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Max, and we're co-founders of Blossom.
3 years ago, we saw a massive opportunity as subreddits like Wall Street Bets and investing communities on Discord, Facebook, and Twitter started to explode. It was clear to us that investing was becoming very social, and investors were desperately seeking a place to connect and learn from one another. The problem, however, was that none of these other platforms were built for investors. So we set out to build the first social media platform specifically focused on investing and finance. And unlike these other platforms, we wanted to create a space where people can come to learn how to make better and smarter investment decisions with a focus on long-term investing rather than the FOMO, short-term trading activities that you're used to seeing. That's why we built Blossom, the investing social network.
On Blossom, your profile is your portfolio. So you can share what you're investing in, you can see what other people are investing in, and you can engage in a community of over 250,000 real people sharing real investment activities. We securely connect to some of the largest brokerages in North America, like Wealthsimple and Robinhood, making it quick and easy to seamlessly import your portfolio with over 1.5 billion in linked assets to the platform. But Blossom is about so much more than just socializing. The platform is packed with comprehensive tools like portfolio analysis, dividend tracking and forecasting, and even full-fledged courses taught by your favorite investing creators. Simply put, Blossom is the ultimate app for the DIY investor. But don't just take my word for it. Apple recently named us one of the top 25 apps for 2025, alongside amazing companies like ChatGPT, Audible, and Duolingo.
Now, last summer, we made the big decision to invite our users to back the platform that they love and join us on this mission together. And boy, did you guys show up. Filling the entire investment round within 24 hours, with front funders saying this was one of the most successful crowdfunding rounds they've seen in Canadian history. Now, we've seen the messages, we've seen the comments, and with nearly 3,000 or so of you guys already on the wait list, we are back for another investment round.
And since our last round last April, the momentum has been incredible. Since last year, we've grown from 100,000 members to over 250,000 and are on track for roughly 500,000 by the end of this year.
And importantly, over 50% of our growth is now coming from the US market as we continue to replicate our growth playbook in the 10x larger market. We've significantly expanded our US creator program, working with some of the biggest names in the American financial creator space. A key one being Steve Chen, aka Call to Leap. This is a creator with over 3.5 million followers across his social platforms. And not only has he joined the Blossom mission, but he's also become a shareholder as well. Most importantly, however, all of our growth is profitable. I'll let Max speak on that a little bit later.
And user numbers haven't been the only thing skyrocketing. Our revenue has exploded over the past 3 years, from 300,000 in 2023 to over 1 million in 2024 to roughly 2.4 million projected for 2025. 25% of this comes from our pro subscriptions, which have increased from 7% of our monthly active users to over 9% and just crossed 500,000 in annual recurring revenue. The other 75% comes from our media partnerships with some of the largest brokerages, ETF providers, and exchanges in the world. Some of our clients include NASDAQ, the second largest stock exchange in the world, State Street, the third largest ETF provider in the world, Wealthsimple, one of the most popular brokerages in Canada, and many, many, many others. The majority of this revenue comes from ETF providers, who've traditionally spent most of their marketing dollars on advisors. But as more and more investors are starting to manage their investments and finances themselves, ETF providers are increasingly shifting that budget to target investors directly, helping fuel the incredible revenue growth that we've been seeing. Last May, we brought on a new head of sales who previously grew the social app Wattpad from 3 million to 36 million as their director of brand partnerships before the company was acquired for over 700 million. Tim's been following the same playbook here at Blossom, and as you can see, the numbers speak for themselves.
And on top of all that, our Blossom community continues to be incredibly engaged, with over 15 million app sessions and nearly 500,000 hours logged within the past 12 months alone. Our user retention rates put us in the top 10% of social apps across North America. And of course, we had over 2,000 of you guys joining us in person for our investor social tours across Toronto, Vancouver, New York, Calgary, and Montreal. The amount of support that we've been seeing for this movement is incredible.
So with all this momentum and revenue growth, why are we raising more capital? Well, Blossom hit a very exciting milestone this quarter. Our revenue now exceeds our non-marketing costs, meaning if we shut off our marketing spend, we would be profitable. But as a high growth startup, that's the opposite of what we want to be doing. If we look at Blossom's unit economics, our lifetime value, or LTV, for every download we drive is roughly $27, and our cost per download is $4.50, meaning for every dollar we spend on marketing, we're seeing an over 4x return with a payback period of less than 1 year. This signals that we should be spending as much as possible on growth to capture this opportunity. And in this round, 100% of the funds raised will be going directly to fuel this profitable growth engine with a clear return on investment.
Now, we said this last time, and we want to say it again. If you're thinking about investing in Blossom for a chance at a quick buck, you're probably in the wrong place. And frankly, we're not interested in your money in that case.
Investing in startups is inherently risky. As a private company, your investment will be illiquid until the possible event that we IPO or get acquired. That said, we're extremely proud of the progress we've made, and we see a clear path to becoming a major success story with incredibly strong momentum behind us.
We have this big, bold vision to build the biggest social network for investors in the world and be on the same level as platforms like Reddit, Twitter, LinkedIn, and others. And investing in Blossom, well, this is your chance to join us on that mission.
So we encourage you to have a thorough read of the pitch below. Do your research and do your due diligence. And if you ultimately decide to invest, we want to welcome you as a shareholder, and we're so excited to have you alongside us for this journey. And with that, Brandon, let's get back to work.